Welcome to the top of Down Under. I'm Penny Wells. Windswept rocky headlands, mangroves, swamps, sand dunes are all part of the package deal of this place here, Cape Palmerston. Sit back and relax and I'll give you a tour that'll make you want to jump on board and get here yourself. Cape Palmerston is 115 kilometres southeast of Mackay. You do need a four-wheel drive though to visit, as there's 10 kilometres of beach driving required to reach the closest campsites. Heading off the Bruce Highway, head for Green Hill and take the road signposted Cape Palmerston. Drop your tyre pressures before traversing along the beach, as there's intermittent areas of soft, shifting sand along the foreshore.
So we're driving along Cape Palmerston today. Oh, there goes Penny. It's an absolutely beautiful day out there and the waves are gorgeous. I can't wait to set up camp and have a better look around the place.
At low tide, you've got plenty of beach to work with. Just up on that corner though, it's called Shifty Point. And that's where you can get caught out. It does get a bit thicker there.
Beautiful beach. Hello.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Huh?
It's easy. Yeah, it's just a bit tight like with the boat. Probably the worst thing.
It's nearly as big as our car.
After leaving the beach, the road continues as a single-lane, unmaintained track. It weaves past several coastal campsites that you might want to check out.
Just making our way into Cape Palmerston. And the track's just become a bit tight and quite deep potholes, so we're just going to take it easy on our way in now. Wow, this little track out to our camp place is so busy. Must be a great little spot.
We've come through the inland track, and this little part here is tidal. So we're just going to give a little depth test, see how deep it is for the vehicle. So far so good. Don't really like putting the vehicles through salty water, so I'll have a chat to the crew, see what they want to do. As it was nearing the bottom of the tide and the crossing had a rocky bed to drive over, we pushed through at a slow pace to minimise the salt wash splashing up on the vehicles.
So, come here often? Yeah, overtaking.
Cape Creek has the only deep water natural boat ramp in the area. It drops off a muddy bank and it's best to launch at high tide. And just use a bit of extra caution here because saltwater crocodiles also live in this creek. This is Tia's last day with us, so I've sent her out on the boat with Nikki to see if she can snap up a few last-minute fish. While they're doing that, how about I show you guys some more sights of Cape Palmerston. There are several other campsites that are more picturesque, but if you're launching a boat like myself, this is the better option. Up here, but the view, it's spectacular. On a clear day, you'll be able to make out Hay Point to the northwest and the cargo ships waiting to dock in the bay. Further off to the east is Curlew Island and the Percy Isles. From the Cape, it's only a stone's throw south to Windmill Bay camping area.
This national park is 115 kilometres southeast of Mackay. You'll need a four-wheel drive to get here, and just watch the tides because they can get up to 6 metres here. It's a fairly remote area, so bring all your supplies. This campground here, Windmill Bay, is probably one of the prettiest spots. But if you're fishing like myself, you'll need to go to Cape Creek because there's a boat ramp there.
We're headed out of Cape Palmerston today. It's been an absolutely beautiful spot to spend the last couple of days. We've done some fishing and some crabbing. But sadly, this is where Dad and I will part ways with the rest of the crew as they head further north. But we'll catch up with them somewhere else on Top Down Under.
We knew from the beginning that we'd only have Tia and Jay for a limited time. And now the time has come for them to leave us. So it's a bit sad, but thanks for coming along, guys.
No, thanks for having us, Pen. We've had an absolute blast. Next time, I'd love to stay for longer.
Sounds great, mate.
See you later.
See you, Jay.
See you, Pen.
Thanks for the memories.
No worries.
Don't have too much fun without me.
Travel safe.
I'll do my best.
Don't fret too much, guys. Tia will be back, I promise, with a couple of tip segments later in the series. Still in the Mackay region, but travelling northwest from Cape Palmerston, the next area we'll be showcasing is a special spot called Finch Hatton Gorge. We will explore the waterfalls that flow all year round and the gorgeous lush rainforests. This rural town, 60 kilometres west of Mackay, is situated at the end of Pioneer River in the Cattle Creek Valley and derives its name from brothers Harold and Henry Finch Hatton, who were both landowners and gold miners in these hills back in the late 1800s.
National Park, and this is the Finch Hatton Gorge. Is this the actual track that he marked out?
Close, Nick. It was actually nearby Mount Dalrymple that he was one of the first to reach, and then they named this area, I guess, in his honour. Okay. But I'm glad he did have a look around here, because look what we've got.
Yeah, there's a few tracks we can have a look at.
Yeah, and there's swimming holes here too.
I can actually hear the waterfall from here.
And they say it flows all year round. Wow, this is a nice little spot. It's going to be a bit chilly, I think. This is Araluen Cascade. You can hear the roar of that water. And good news, you can actually swim here. There's a deep pond and there's some shallow pools just over there. And you can feel the moisture in the air here from that rainforest. Just beautiful. Wow. So what are your thoughts on this place, Nick?
It is so pretty. It just feels really calming, and just the sound of the water rushing and just looking at that beautiful crystal clear water.
Relaxing?
Yeah, I think I could spend all day here.
Yeah, I could too. Absolutely.
And I'll jump in if you to go first.
What, for a swim?
Yeah.
Say what? Maybe back on a summer's day I'll take you up on that.
Yeah,
it's a
it
bit,
just it calls you, this water.
It does, doesn't it? But it's just not yelling quite enough yet. No, just beautiful.
We'll just keep looking for now.
Yeah. Before the break, Nikki and I were soaking up the natural beauty of Finch Hatton Gorge. But now it's time to climb in altitude up to the township of Youngula and into our next campsite known as the Diggings. You ready to climb up this mountain range to Youngula National Park, Nick?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can't wait to see what's at the top.
I'll let you know, at the moment our altitude's about 190 and at the top we're going to go pretty high. I'll let you know how it's going.
Alright, follow you up.
This is one nasty range to go up, especially if we've just come across a downpour. So it's a little bit slippery, so you're just going to take it nice and easy. There's some really tight hairpin corners as well. It's the second time I've been up this range and I forgot how steep it actually is. Great workout for your car.
What altitude?
We're climbing again. We're at 908 metres with our altitude. I told Nikki 800, but I was wrong. After climbing that range, you have to stop at the top at Peace's Lookout. We've reached 900 metres in altitude, and this is what you see at the lookout. You feel so insignificant and tiny looking down on these rolling hills. Heading further west out of Youngula Township, keep an eye out for Diggings Road, which is a couple of kilometres out of the town. Since we've come to the top of the range, the weather has come in quite nasty actually. We've had a couple of inches, and as you can see around me, it's a red clay soil, gets slippery in the wet. We've unloaded the quad. That is a really handy piece of equipment to have, let me tell you. We've sent it in first because to get to the Diggings campsite, you actually have to go through a four-wheel drive track. So we'll get a report back from the quad and see what's going on with the track. And if you don't have a quad and you're in a similar situation to what I am now, make sure you at least walk it and check it first. What did you find?
Nothing here. It's great.
Really?
The road is perfect. It's like it's been graded.
Oh, okay.
Nothing like last time we were here.
Yeah, last time we were here, the track in was quite a few drop-offs and steps. Had to be a bit tricky.
Heap of erosion. I think that was because it was after a cyclone last time.
Okay.
Council looks like they've graded it. You can get a small van all the way to the Diggings at the moment. After that, I think that's where the grader stops, so our way out might be a bit more interesting than the way in.
Alright, cool.
Plenty of good campsites. Head down there and set up, eh?
Yeah, see if Nick's ready to go. Imagine
imagine living there, looking at that every morning. Wow. Welcome to Crediton State Forest, home to some stately rose gums and relics from gold mining history. Now here you have to be self-sufficient with your camping. There's no facilities here, so you have to bring your water, your rubbish bags, all that kind of thing. But there is plenty of water in that creek for a little splish splash. We eyed this camp spot from the other side of the creek. It looked beautiful and it's worth a drive in. Good place to rest the Nissan.
This looks perfect, Penny. Nice spot.
And you can even swim here.
Oh, you go first.
2 years ago, I set up camp here for 10 days. And in that time, I only saw 2 other vehicles. Now for me, that is the perfect hideaway spot. Just a reminder, don't be in a rush when you're touring, just to simply tick off locations on your list and move on. The memories of these times spent soaking up places like this, for me it makes Australia a pretty special place to get out and explore.
What a way to end an episode. Fresh crab, compliments of Cape Palmerston, good friends and an awesome location. Keep watching next week as we continue our run up the east coast of Queensland in search of some top camping spots for you guys.
If you don't eat that soon, I'm going to have it.
Back off.
Palmerston's best.
Very nice.
We've been the boat for.